As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through
before the end time, sorry. Agwawati Matianodi, Eburisiana Tresu, Duriego Mapeso, Makano Panuboko, Opa Tichiria, Abona Bosson, Ona Ikuchikanaka.
on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwukika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity,
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You are highly welcome to this very live presentation this evening. Today's date is 16th of October 2026, and we have come this evening, of course, to continue where we stopped a couple of months ago for some reasons best known to me. Ndị Igbo si na ọ na-abụ afọ ife ka ubi ele ọba, and he who fights and run lives to fight another day. I welcome every one of you, my wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom, listening to me from wherever you are. I'm going to be very, very brief, as this is a welcome back address, which I will be talking about few things before the end of this very broadcast. I want to use this medium to apologize to Biafrans all over the world. Although I am not supposed to apologize, but because you did not know what happened, and those of you who are thinking, those of you who have, of course, do not know, those of you who do not know what happened, and those of you who really, really love Biafra Unite from heart, who may have faced one tribulation or the other, I want to say sorry for what you may have gone through for not hearing from Biafra Unite. So I want to say thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your concern. And thank you for being there. Mazo Dinanwa himself, or should I say myself, is very, very well and hearty. A lot of things have happened over the years in this very struggle But we are going to rewrite the wrongs as we proceed. Mistakes have been made by individuals. But one thing is for sure, as long as Biafra restoration is something that is ordained by Chukwu Okike Abia, I want to assure you that Biafra will definitely come. No matter the delay, no matter the sabotage, no matter what has happened, no matter the fight that some individuals are bringing into the struggle, I want to assure you that as long as the restoration of Biafra is something that God himself, Chukwu Okike Abia Eluigwe, ordained, nothing can stop Biafra from coming. Irrespective of whatever. No matter what the government of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, has been doing over the years in order to stop the coming of Biafra, no matter the incarceration of the innocent ones, no matter the intimidation, no matter the illegal imprisonment of our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the zoo and Mazi Simon Banjoko in Finland. No matter all these tribulations, heartbreaks, and all manner of inhuman treatments against the Biafran people, I want you to know that as long as Chukwu Okike Abia Eluigwe has ordained, has determined that Biafra will come, I want to let you know that Biafra will be restored in our own time, 100%. And also you must know that whatever that is happening today in this very struggle did not start from today. It has happened before. It has happened to other countries. It has been happening. It did not start from today. There has never been any freedom fighting moment or the people who are fighting for their freedom, and at the end of the day, they restore their country or they gain their independence without sabotage. It has never, never, never happened before. So, therefore, we are going to take cognizance from, or should I say, we are going to learn our lessons from the history, from those who has passed through this very tribulation, or those who have passed through this land before. For our own may not be different. I welcome every one of you once again. Please bear with me. Makana, let me begin with this. We have some few things which we are going to treat this evening before we call it a day. But before we go into the topic, let me tell you a little bit of what happened. After the illegal conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the zoo, the government of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, commenced clearance, especially those who are vulnerable, or should I say those who are, who are at their, should I say, grasp or something like that. What do I mean? They commenced clearance, search and clear for anyone who is close to them, who they can lay their filthy hands upon. Because based on the intel that I received, they said they want to clear anything, any single thing that has to do with Biafra. They wanted to end it. They wanted to stop it. They wanted to eradicate anything that has to do with Biafra because they found a safe haven the moment Mazi Samonepa was illegally imprisoned in Finland. They found a safe haven to strike. It was an opportunity for them to strike. That is the reason why, since James Omotosho took over the case, he has been hammering on accelerated trial. And I have been talking about this for a very long time. Since that time, that man, that very wicked judge, took over the case. I have been talking about this. Some of you who are listening to me right now will bear me witness. I have been talking about this. This accelerated trial by James Omotosho, what does it mean? What is his plan? And at the end of the day, he showed his true color. Because they believed that that was an opportunity for them to strike. It was a perfect moment for them to do what they have been waiting for since 2021. The plan of the zoo government was not even to allow the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stay for too long. Let me tell you this, in case you don't know. The zoo planned from the beginning, the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu landed in the zoo, the plan was to give it like 1 week to see what is going to be the reaction of the Igbo people, of the Biafran people. They are not thinking about IPOB because IPOB is on their, on their armpit. The leadership of IPOB is within they are sitting down with the heads of the leadership of IPOB. So they are not thinking about them. Not at all. That is the reason why Lai Mohammed made a statement when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned to the zoo. He said that with the arrest and extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that IPOB has become a thing of the past. Some of you who have been here for a while will understand what I'm talking about. Lai Mohammed made a public statement that with the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's over for IPOB. So now, why did he make that statement? Because they know that the IPOB is finished. With Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their net, it's over for IPOB. It's finished, completely done and dusted. Why? Because the leadership of IPOB is under their armpit. Now, what did they do? They plan to give it 1 week in order to see what is going to be the reaction of the Igbo, of the Igbo people. Then, few weeks later, because everywhere was shaking, everywhere was quaking. Few weeks later, they saw that Igbo are very, very, very angry, and Igbos are very, very, or should I say, Biafrans are willing to react. And with the sit at home that started in August, barely 1 month and 2 weeks of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extradition, it was very, very clear to the zoo that it's not going to be an easy ride for them. Now, with the inception of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, it became even impossible for Nigeria to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally in the zoo, which was their initial plan. With the emergence of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Prime Minister of Biafra, it became impossible for the zoo government to do something illegal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And since then, the zoo has been battling. They have been, terrified with their own evil plans, with their own evil movement against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you paying attention? So, it has become impossible until 2024. 2024, October, when Mazi Simon Ekpa was arrested, and in 2025, illegally imprisoned in Finland. Now, the door was made open for Nigeria to commit the heinous atrocity that they committed against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by jailing him illegally. So, after that very incident that took place, it became, the ground became very, very hot for every individual within the zoo grasp who is speaking about Biafra. And the information was search everywhere, get everyone who dares speak, who dares speaks about Biafra, get them and make sure that anything called Biafra is done and dusted. According to them, you can be wherever you are outside. You can be wherever you are in Europe. You can be wherever you are anywhere in the world. But as long as their hand, as long as you are reachable to them, you are a target. So, as a wise man, I have to adjust. As a wise man, I have to adjust, especially given the level of sabotage in the struggle, given the level of hatred in the struggle. It is only wise for me to adjust. It is only wise for me to adjust, because if all of us are being taken and silenced, it does not help the struggle and it does not help Biafran people. It does not help the struggle at all. So, my own self, I sat down, because you may say, but Biafra Unite, you are not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are not Simon Ekpa. Oh yes, I am not. But it is Igbo people. Igbo people are the same people who were looking for Biafra Unite. For who? They cannot do anything to me, but they are looking for Biafra Unite for who? For Nigeria government. It is the same Igbo people who were circulating photos everywhere on the social media saying this is Biafra Unite. They are doing it for who? They are doing it for Nigeria government. They can't do anything to me. They cannot do anything to me. I want you to reason, to understand very well what is on ground. It is Igbo people Igbos, those with Igbo name, those who speak Igbo language, not Fulani. Fulani was never looking for Biafra Unite. Yoruba was never looking for Biafra Unite. It is the same Igbo people who were circulating photo of a young man and they target Biafra Unite. They were doing it for who? For Nigeria government. And remember, Biafra Unite never eating their money, never taking their money, never have any business with them, never have any deal with them. It is the same Igbo people who travel all the way from Nigeria to hustle in Finland. They gathered themselves. They went to the court. They went to the court all the way in Finland to give false witness against an Igbo man who said, I want my people to be free. It is the same Igbo people. Igbo people did it, not Yoruba people, not Fulani. Who did they did it? Who did they do it for? They did it for Nigeria. I want you to understand. It is the same Igbo people that leaked the whole information of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that got him kidnapped in Kenya and rendition to Nigeria. The same Igbo. It is the same Igbo right now who are now bringing some who are constituting nuisance and idiocy in the East, in Igbo land today, campaigning for Tinubu, the same Igbo. Are you paying attention? So, when you calculate all these things as a wise man, you need to, you need to prepare yourself, rearrange yourself in Olokwan also. Because all the sabotage that has been happening in this very struggle till today, now, have all been done by Ndibo, our own people. Oh yes, it happened to me. It happened to me. Open are those people who were circulating that picture from 2021 DOS time. If those people who were circulating those pictures will come out and say they are not Igbos, then I will know that yes, the sabotage is not coming from Ndibo. So when you sit down and learn these things, oh yes, this very struggle on a new like spirit. On a new like spirit. You know, even if you say, I'm not doing it again, that spirit will still come and push you to come out. That spirit will still come and push you, come out. You must come. Ifugia, no matter how you are angered, no matter how angry you are, on a new kamuo. So at a point, so what you need, especially when you are within the church of Africa, all you need is for you to know how you prepare yourself. Because Obunayin Chanine have been silenced. To be honest with you and I, it does not help the struggle. That is the honest truth. If all of us are silenced, it does not help the struggle. I put a post yesterday. Somebody that I said we are back. We're going to start broadcasting again. I saw a comment. Somebody said, it is only a foolish man that will run away when things are difficult in the struggle. I look at them. I laugh. Because people are very, very good in sitting in their comfort zone to type rubbish in the comment section. It's very, very simple, very easy. And when you ask those people the honest truth, what have you contributed in the struggle? Nothing, absolutely nothing. But they want you to come and die for them, only for them to sit in their comfort zone to write rubbish in the comment section. You understand? Some of them are rejoicing the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is languishing right now in Sokoto. Those DOS members who went to Finland to sabotage Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko in the Finnish court and got him jailed illegally in Finland, are they now rejoicing? I was speaking to somebody very close to me sometime in the past, not quite long ago. That person said that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is different from the case of Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko. That the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with the case of Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko. That the zoo can never jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I told him, look, first and foremost, the reason why the zoo has not jailed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not because of Britain. It's not even because of international community. It's not because of United Nations. Because these entities have been there when they committed such state crime, travel all the way to Kenya to kidnap him and illegally rendition him to the zoo. So they have all been there. They supported it. Britain supported it, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. Mazi Simon Ekpa, a UK citizen. What about me, who is not a citizen of any European country? I told that person, listen, the reason the zoo has not done anything to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since his rendition is because of Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko. And the person was looking at me like a fool. The person was looking at me like a fool. I told him, I said, don't worry. Now that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been jailed illegally, let us watch and see what is going to be the outcome of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's so-called accelerated trial. To be honest, what happened in October did not really happen in October. It did not really happen in October. Omotosho just came to read a script. He did not come to render judgment. He came to read a script. So it never happened in October 20th. Now, after I told him, listen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being labeled onye na-egbu mmadụ. You know what that means? Onye na-egbu mmadụ. Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, the same thing, labeled onye na-egbu mmadụ. What is the difference between the two cases? I said, listen, we all know that these things that they have been called are all lies. They are not what they are called. They are freedom fighters. But as long as they are being held for one particular reason, for one particular allegation, I want to assure you that you saying that the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa is not the same with Nnamdi Kanu, blah, 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 those things. Wait, let us see what is going to be the outcome. At the end of the day, it happened. I called him and I asked him, my brother, how far? And we IPOB, yeah, man, now. IPOB, how far? After you sabotage Simon Ekpa and Joko, how many months did it take for Nigeria to strike? Are you now celebrating? You should go and wine and dine. At least today is 16th. Day before yesterday was on 14. I hope all of you, you people did a very fantastic, you people had a very fantastic Valentine's night, day, Valentine's celebration with your couples. How far? I hope you are celebrating. All those idiots, all those criminals that went to finish court to sabotage Samanep and Joko, how far? Are you celebrating or are you regretting? Which state are you? If you are following order from your hierarchy, so-called hierarchy of DOS, you are following order to go and sabotage Samanep and Jok, who is 100% innocent, genuinely demanding and fighting for the freedom of Biafran people. You went to the Finnish court to sabotage him. Let us assume that you were insane. You didn't know what you were doing. You were just following orders. How far now? Are you celebrating? Are you in celebration mood after the imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How far? How far? Ndị Igbo, how far? All those people who have been fighting Simon Ekpa all these years since 2021, how far? You hated Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko and loved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and hated Simon Ekpa Njoko. Why? Because you said Simon Ekpa Njoko is overdoing it, right? Now nobody is doing it. How far? Simon Ekpa is in Finland. Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria. How far? Are you celebrating? You must be rejoicing right now, Ndị Igbo. Rejoice, celebrate as much as you can over how many buildings demolished the other day in Owerri. There's a new strategy now to unalive Igbos in rivers, in Iguacha, and Asari Dokubo is spearheading it. A new strategy. Asari Dokubo collected $1 million from Tinubu. Let me bring it first. Let me bring it. From Tinubu to fight in Igbo. Because of one man. Because of Peter Obi. Because of Peter Obi. Even when we, the Igbo masses, the Igbo people, are not in support of Peter Obi, apart from those who are politically motivated. The real Igbo population don't care about Peter Obi. We don't care about zoo politics. We don't care about who becomes the president. It's none of our business because we know that even if Peter Obi goes there, Tinubu will even be better than him. Buhari will be better than Peter Obi because Peter Obi is Sundi Iwapo in order to please the Fulani, in order to please the North. Peter Obi, I am telling you today, even if Peter Obi becomes the president of the Zoological Republic, Buhari will be better than him. I'm not telling you, it's not a prophecy. I am not a prophet. But you take it for granted, just wait. Wait for it. Just wait. Peter Obi ejide ndị Igbo sụọ ndị Igbo akwụ. O mere ya as a governor in Anambra State, or a president. Because he wants to please the North. He will be targeting second term. He will be targeting second term. So he has to prove to Britain that he's capable of having a second term. He has to prove to London, to Chatham House, that he's capable of getting a second term. He has to prove to Fulani that he's capable of getting a northern vote. And how does he prove that? By dealing with Ndi Igbo. So even when the whole Igbo people, the Igbo population has nothing to do with the zoo politics, has nothing to do with P2B, apart from very few unscrupulous elements who are politically inclined or politically attached. Very, very few tiny number of Ndibo. Some of them are Fulani blood, just like one idiot that spoke today. I saw maybe I can bring it. Let me even bring it because he's a public figure, he's a celebrity. So it's good to show this type of people that you may know. You know, very, very, very important. Yes, very, 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 very important to bring it to the screen that you may know, of course, the people you are following. You know who they are, know the type of people they are, and of course, when you are dealing with them, you know who you are dealing with. So it's very, very, very imperative to bring it to the screen. I think that is where we are going to begin. We will begin with him before going into the next topic. And at the end, I'm going to open the line. I will share the link so that those who want to, of course, make comment, you want to ask question, you will be free to do so as we proceed. So, now, I came across this very video today. I was in shock, though I wasn't really in shock because this person has never been, I have never seen this person as a person. I always, and Bali also, like anytime for whatever nonsense he's doing on Facebook, Bali also, I always run away from this person, you know. But today, my fear, or should I say my doubt about this person has become, you know, very, very clear. Very, very clear. Let's listen to him. Pay attention.
Houses were being demolished and nobody on their camera to say anything. The people that are now talking never said anything, never even heard their voice.
He's talking about the so-called city boys, which Obi Kubana and Obi Onye Ofuke Kubana, because Chief Obi Chief Priest, Kubana, yes, Kubana Chief Priest. So Obi Kubana and Kubana Chief Priest, you all must have known about this. It's no longer a new thing. They are championing what they call city boys, being, you know, organized by Tinubu and his son Yemi Tinubu. So now you all know that one of the Kubanas, either Obi Kubana or Chief Priest Kubana, is this boy's Oga. Is Oga to this boy called what's the name of this boy? This boy who is talking now. Somebody remind me his name. What's the name of this boy? This boy Naguegu Kedafaya. What's the name of this guy? Somebody remind me his name. This person here. Somebody remind me his name in the comment section. Don't even remember his useless name. Echaka. Somebody say Anyedon. Anyedon. Oh yeah, Anyedon. You know? So Anyedon is a boy to one of the Kubanas, either Obi Kubana or Chief Priest Kubana. And these are, especially the one called Chief Priest Kubana, is a direct agent of Hope Uzodinma, who is killing Igbo people in Imo State. Currently, or should I say recently, over 300 houses were demolished, owned by Ndibo, Imolite to be precise, in our way. And this man called the Chief Priest Kubana is a direct agent of Hope Uzodinma, and he's a master to this boy called Anyedon. Either Chief Priest Kubana or Obi, I don't know who, but I know one of them is his master, his Oga. Now let us listen to him.
To stop whatever thing that was going on. My kinsmen were crying, making one video, from one video to another video. The bloggers were not carrying the video. The content creators were not talking about it. everybody was against them. My people, I want to tell you, it is high time you guys stop making Igbos a scapegoat in this country. Mr. President is doing well. Very soon you say that.
Did you hear him right? Or am I the only one that heard it? He said, Mr. President is doing well. Let's hear that again.
It is high time you guys stop making Igbos a scapegoat in this country. Mr. President is doing well.
Mr. President is doing well. Why wouldn't Mr. President be doing well? Why wouldn't Mr. President be doing well? When Mr. President has jailed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who wants to stop their business, why wouldn't Mr. President be doing well? When Mr. President has disbursed millions into the account of the two Cubanas, who happen to be his Oga, and he is a mouthpiece, he's got a platform on Facebook, he's a musician, and he's going to be a very, very, very crucial, or should I say critical, player in this very campaign for Tinubu 2027 City Boys. He's going to play a very crucial role, and it's not a free thing. As a public figure that he is, or he used to be, because I'm not sure after now that he still remains a public figure. So as a public figure that he used to be, he's going to play, they're going to use him as a so-called local celebrity. They're going to use him to carry out the campaign. So these things are not free of charge. Man, even like the same the next person on the video web video no, the same question ojuro obuzi onye li ego oli akọ na uche ya, obu onye li ego oli akọ na uche. A simple question. So anyị don in aluzie ego campaign for Tinubu in alukwori akonuche gi ri nyuo ya anya. So why not? Tinubu is doing well. Of course. Tinubu is doing very, very well. Fantastically well. Absolutely. Because I can't take Kugoku. Instead of me to eat blood money, I rather not to exist in this world. Since alone and this very struggle, go lie in order to support evil. God in heaven forbid, may I not exist again in life. Or career this small chicken change. Na abo nwagu YouTube nyem nya sinkabu asimbe balu we post to something in our own platform, because YouTube is a platform owned by individuals in America. So whatever you earn, their own. They will take their own, and their own is always higher in percentage. They will take their own lion share. For posting in their own platform. They are not giving you because you are doing football game, or because you are playing Ludo, or because you are doing freedom fighting. No. They are giving it to you for your sweat, for posting in their platform. That's why they give you, based on what you earn from their platform. It doesn't matter what you are doing on YouTube. They are not giving you whatever they are giving because of what you are, your niche. It's not because of your niche. It's because of your ability to create a platform within their platform and earn a revenue from it. That is your sweat. If you are not doing struggle, so long as you are on YouTube, posting every day on YouTube, you can still earn. So whatever you are doing on YouTube, so long as that page is monetized, you can still earn. It is your sweat. People must understand this. It is your sweat. So clear that one, jidekwe gogi. Unless in the past, like when I personally contacted some individuals. Personally contacted some individuals and asked them for help. Some of them helped me. Some of them did not. Iyotago? Manankebo na mmadu yenye gị ego sigi me ihe dị otu a in this very struggle. Chukwu okike abịa ma bi n'eluigwe ekwekwa na kama nke a ya eme. Let me not exist in this life. Nlarụ ụra m eketakwana. Because ndị mmadụ dedicate go their lives in this very struggle for our freedom. Sepụta na anara ego wee jiri ndụ ụmụ Igbo na-atụjọ njoloko. Where is your conscience? What has happened to your conscience? Let me play this video.
Very soon you say that even we are crying, making one video, from one video to another video, the bloggers, we are not carrying the video. The content creators, we are not talking about it. Everybody was against them. My people, I want to tell you, it is high time you guys stop making Igbos a scapegoat in this country.
Okay.
Mr. President is doing well. Very soon you say that Igbos didn't vote for Mr. President. We are going to vote for Mr. President this time around.
Okay.
After all, last election, we didn't vote for Mr. President and he became president. So, why do you not feel that even if we don't vote for Mr. President and he's not going to become president, he's going to become president? So, really, here doesn't matter. So, even if we vote for Mr. President, he's still going to become president. And if you don't vote for him, he's still going to become president. So, stop making Igbos look like a scapegoat. All you want to do now is finally, if Mr. President becomes Mr. President, everybody will now see us as hate tribe, Abi. Say we hate Mr. President and we hate the leading party and the current administration. Abi, see.
With all the evil that have been going on in the zoo under APC, an Igbo young man who's supposed to be a public figure came out in the public to be praising Tinubu and the APC. With all the evil that has been befalling the entire zoological republic. So, Anye Don, are you blind that you are not seeing what is going on? That Mr. President is doing well, Tinubu is doing well. Anye Don, are you blind? You are from Imo State. How many people have been murdered in Imo State under APC regime? Anye Dons, you are blind enough not to see it. Tinubu is doing well. Anye Dons. Let us say that Alibo is on Nigeria. But to go and Nwegi, be a Nigerian. You are a Nigerian, and Igbo land is not Nigeria. So let us assume that you don't know anything that is going on in Igbo land, because Igbo land is not Nigeria. But you, as a Nigerian, who's supposed to know what is happening in Nigeria, and where is Nigeria? Nigeria is north and west. So, Anye Don, are you not aware of what is happening in the north? Are you not aware of the calamity befalling the north? Are you not aware that the same APC you are praising today are busy sponsoring terrorism in the north, unaliving innocent people in thousands? In thousands. Are you not aware that the entire zoological republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, has been taken over by terrorists? Are you not aware? But Tinubu is doing well. Because on abuzi onye lie ego nke ikpeazụ a, olie akọ na uche ya. Let's hear the idiot.
If you bath, go that place where you bath, go collect your clothes too. Go that place where you bath, go collect your clothes. We are a peaceful tribe. All we want to do is to do our business. And again, we are asking Mr. President for a favor so that he can release our brothers who are being locked up in different cells in this country, in different prisons in this country. And no come spoil our put sansan for our gario. That is the only thing you can do for us. Even our senior brother, where they there.
You see, even our senior brother, where they there. Who now? Who is your senior brother? Where they there? After all, what's the name of this former central bank president? What's the name of the former central bank chairman? Somebody help me in the comment section. What's the name of the former central bank chairman? He's from Delta State. What's the name of this man? The name of the former central bank chairman under Buhari. He's from Delta. Emefiele. Thank you, Chechuku. Emefiele. After all, Emefiele is in prison. He's our senior brother. He's an Igbo man. You cannot deny his Igbo-ness. So who are you talking about? Annie. If Annie done, you're talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu indirectly? That you cannot even mention. You can't be bold enough anymore. Makano na bo onye. Gene. O Liliamu ebunuji ibe ya ụgwọ. Onye nyuchie nsi ụzọ osi mafia wena. You can't even be bold enough anymore because iliwago aba ego bara APC in alugo no. Therefore, you can no longer be bold enough to mention the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Makagene in Alusiege Baneku Nnamdi Kanu. Therefore, he has to say our senior brother. Who is your senior brother? Ebutata. Gina Mazi Nnamdi Kanu obo funne jige. Or funne jiono. Of course, senior brother, one year but half an hour. Why would you say so? He has every right to say, I wasn't talking about anybody, I was just making a random comment. No law will hold him under whatever agreement he has with the people who paid him. The likes of Cubanas and the Yemi Tinubu. Because all kafara.
Biko, if you see this video, Mr. President, sir, help and release our brother.
Which is who? I don't need to waste my saliva, waste time to be addressing this idiot. But it's good to bring it. At least the konujanyo no wherefore. Makano kundi Igbo ka na-ekwu here. Okwu ndị Igbo ka na-ekwu. Okwu ndị Igbo ka kpụ n'ọnụ. Kedu oge oyi ebi? Kedu oge sabotage ya ebi among ndị Igbo? I want to show you something. When will sabotage end within the Igbos in our league, or should I say all over the world, especially within Nigeria? When will it end? Let me show you something, my people. Hello, name. Hello, name. So, what are we going to do? We have to know what we want. We have to know, we should know what we want in order to skate through. We must know what we want. Now, look at this. I want you to pay attention to this. I'm going to be very, very brief here. Especially this, the whole of this broadcast is not going to take a whole lot of time. We're going to spend probably 1 hour, 30 minutes, unless if question and answer, takes our time, and then so be it. But for the broadcast, will not take much. Now, I want the likes of Anidon and Dindo Tufa to see this. And those who have been batching on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those who have been batching on Simon Ekpa, celebrating that Simon Ekpa was illegally jailed in Finland, I want them to see this. This is from leadership. Police dismiss 3 operatives for kidnapping, armed robbery in Imo State. This is not the first time. This is not the second time it has been happening. It has been happening. The reason why they decided to publish this one is because it has something to do with dismissal. It's got something to do with dismissal. That's why they decided to publish it. But no be today, police, of course, operatives have been engaging in illegalities and, of course, criminal activities. Not only in Biafra land, but the entire Zoological Republic. Not only today. Terrorism. Nigeria military is the #1 terrorist organization in Africa. Now, you all know this. This is not a new thing. The prelate that was kidnapped in Umunnochi sometime in the past, around 2021, 2022, he said it. What did they do? They invited him to Abuja for interrogation. They threatened him and silenced him. Because that man promised to reveal more things moving forward. They quickly invited him to Abuja and they threatened him and silenced him at the same time. That man never spoken again. You all know the story. So it did not start from today. 3 operatives for kidnapping, armed robbery in Imo State, including terrorism. Including terrorism. And this is fresh. Very, very fresh. Very new. Let's read a little bit. The Imo State Police Command has dismissed 3 operatives for kidnapping. Sorry, let's start again. The Imo State Police Command has dismissed 3 operatives for kidnapping, armed robbery, and car snatching. They are snatching cars. And the good part is that I am not the one saying this, but I am showing you from a Zoom media. A Zoom media, a hardcore Zoom media that can never publish anything to tarnish the image of the zoo. So when you see them reporting this type of news, don't even ask for any further evidence. because the evidence is that they published it. Because they can't publish anything that will go against the rule of APC, not the rule of law, the rule of APC, because they pay their salaries. Anything that will go against the rule of the ruling party or the ruling class, all these gutter medias of the zoo cannot publish it. But when you see them squeeze themselves to publish something like this, ask for no other evidence. Ask no further. They say they are also be arraigned before a law court for prosecution. Imo State Police spokesperson DSP Henry Okoye confirmed the development on Friday after the trial were pronounced guilty, saying an orderly room trial found them culpable. The dismissed operatives, ex-SGT Gift Ekweme Okwonyibo, ex-SGT Ikechukwu Eto, another Onyibo, and the ex-CPR Divine Okwaru, another Onyibo, na-ezu ori na-egbu mmadụ n'ala Igbo n'ala Igbo nke anyị a, n'ala Igbo bụrụ nze mmụọ ọzọ arụ na-eme. But iwe ma bụrụ na fa bụ ndị Igbo, because we are not sent, we are not innocent, we are not sent. Iwe m bụ na ọ na Igbo ka ọ na-eme. Iwe ma bụrụ na ọ bụ ndị Igbo na-eme ya, because we are not sent. But iwe m bụ na ọ na Igbo ka ọ na-eme. Iwe m bụ na ọ na Igbo. And ọ bụ na ejidere these people, onwe ka esi maybe na agbalụfa egbe gbagbuo efa, aya tag ha IPOB, ma tag ha IPOB, atag ha Biafra Liberation Army, ma tag ha Biafra Liberation Army, atag ha ESN that is no longer in existence, ma tag ha Gentle Boys. Ifugi na n'Imo State. Or see, then they have been detained at the Imo State Police headquarters. The trial were alleged to have on February 8, 2026, alongside a civilian driver, Alex Chukwu, kidnapped and extorted one Mr. Obi Nebu of 1.7 million naira at a gunpoint in Owerri. All these things are happening in Owerri, in Imo State. Ntiodekwa. Okwunu pay attention. Now, what we'll be doing more moving forward now is to bring you news and information. Sorry, I want to apologize. I forgot to tell you that I forgot to tell you about our two leaders. When I was talking about them, I didn't mention about their current state. So I apologize to that because Oku Jumonu. Oku Julumonu. Oh, somebody said Uzamaka said Uzamaka no, I said they published this one because they are Igbos. Oh, you are not far from the truth. You are not far from the truth. At all, at all. You are not really far from the truth. So now, of course, you all know it's no longer a news that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed 22 count appeal concerning the illegal imprisonment by Justice James Omotosho. There is nothing like justice on him, James Omotosho. And Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, our Prime Minister, is hale and hearty. This one that I'm telling you is not a formulated story. He is hale and hearty. He is hale and hearty, and his appeal is coming very, very soon. Very, very soon. This year, around August. So, he is waiting for his appeal. And of course, he believes very, very well, strongly. He strongly believes that he's going to win the appeal. I don't want to, of course, go deep in what happened during his judgment. I don't want to go deep into that at the moment, for now, until he comes out. Between the judge, in fact, let me just leave it at like that for now. But he strongly believes that he's going to win the appeal. You know, and he will be a free man, and he will rejoin us by the special grace of God. So it is very, very, very important for me to tell you, maybe you are aware of the appeal, probably because I've not been following up Biafran programs all this while. I've been trying to fix myself, reposition myself, rebuild my studio and everything. Because if you move from one place to another, like me, somebody like me that has a very loud, a very high voice, I have a high pitch, so I don't broadcast anyhow place. I have to, you know, build my studio, confine it, make it very, very, you know, how that word I have to make it very, very okay, I will say. When I remember, I will say. So our PM Mazi Simon Banjoku is Helen Hattie, is smiling, is okay. He's not smiling because of his situation, but he's smiling because he knows that victory is sure, especially victory for Biafra people. So it is something that should make you all happy, and give you all also encouragement, and of course some proof. Thank you. You na if a mother bunucha some proof. Thank you. So let's move forward. Now, thank you for reminding me, my people. Thank you. I've seen two comments here. Bed View Network and Chris Okezue. Thank you. Soundproof. That's what I was thinking about. So I have to, you know, build a very good studio where I can be able to broadcast comfortably, you know. So it has been like that for very long. In fact, I started like that. And if I did not start like that, I wouldn't be here today, because the sabotage in the struggle is too much. You understand? So it is what it is. Esi m n'oke eje na di o nwere otu ndị Igbo si atụ ya bụ inu eji m n'oge wee kwado ịghọtago. So anybody who is looking for any way, no, relax. If what you don't know is bigger than you, what you don't know is bigger than you. I'm telling you, DOS tried as hard as they could, they did not succeed. So relax. Esi m n'oke eje na di. I don't remember how they usually say that in Igbo proverb. But akwado. So, having said all this, I've spoken about our leader and our PM. Iwe mubu na ife anu wa na-eme na ani Igbo. And obu na ejidere ofa maọbụ na esupuru ofa afọ, or turn to IPOB overnight, or turn to gentle Yahoo boys, or turn to ESN. They don't usually mention BLA. They don't mention Biafra Liberation Army. They mention ESN because that one is easy for them, and it does not give the legitimacy that the Biafra Liberation Army deserves. You understand? It does not. He makes ESN. He gives that name ESN a very bad name, you know, and it does not legitimize the existence of Biafra Army. So let us move from here. I've got a message. I've got a message to Sunday Boho this evening. and we will be moving not straight towards that, but we'll be moving to that shortly. Before then, let me show you something that karma, should I say karma? I don't think this has something to do with karma, but I want to show you this for you to know that what goes around comes around, and nevertheless, Nandi Igbo abụrọkwa ndị eji wee gbaa bọọlụ. No matter our stupidity, no matter our idiocy and sabotage within Ndi Igbo, you must understand that Nandi Igbo abụrọ, Igbo tribe is not a tribe that you will, joke with or you use to drink gari. No matter our stupidity, idiocy, and sabotage within us, we are still a people highly loved by Chukwu, by God Elohim. We are highly loved by God. So anybody playing with Ndi Igbo, whether you are an Igbo person or you are not an Igbo person, any human being trampling Igbo people under their feet, I want to let you know that your end will always be miserable. Your end will always be miserable. Somebody said, please, my dear brother, what about the Americans in the zoo? Please don't be annoyed. Any information? American soldiers have arrived the zoo. They are in the north at the moment. They arrived Nigeria day before yesterday. They are now in the zoo, not the one they were launching attack from America or from air. Not the one they were launching attack from the air. Not the one they were using drone to launch attacks on the Boko Haram. No, they have landed in the zoo. They are in Nigeria right now. So I didn't talk about it because it happened day before yesterday and it's already everywhere. So I don't think it's a new thing for me to start talking about because I'm just coming back today. I'm coming back on air today. So it has happened already, and the news has been circulated all over the airspace. So it's not a new thing. They are there. America has mapped out 200 soldiers to come to Nigeria to fight terrorism. You understand? And again, it's not something for us to be, jubilating about. You understand? This is another reason why I do not find it, enticing or find it any, find it fun or funny to speak about. You understand? Because they are not coming to see the havoc, the terrorism that the zoo Janjaweed army is bringing or causing in the zoo. They're not coming to investigate the sponsorship of terrorism in Nigeria. They're not coming to, to scrutinize the zoo army, which is the head of terrorism in the zoo. They're not coming to do this, but they are coming to help them. I don't know if you're getting it right. So they are coming to help them, instead of coming to scrutinize the government which is sponsoring terrorism. So since they are coming to fight the terrorists, and the people they are coming to fight the terrorists alongside with are the main terrorists, it's not going to work. It's a battle that has been lost already before they came. So I don't know if the analysis is the simple analysis here, but I don't know if my people understand what is going on there. America is coming with genuine intent to combat terrorism, but they are coming to do this. They are coming to fight side to side, as in alongside with the zoo army. And the zoo army is the chief terror. They are the ones they are the one giving arms and ammunition to the terrorists. Listen, these arms and ammunition is not been, they did not come, according to the government. They said that these people came from Sahel, they came from Senegambia, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, they came from all this Senegal and all that. So these terrorists, these mercenaries, they did not come into Nigeria with all these machine guns, all the armor personnel carrier they have, all the AKs they have, all of these armed, ammunitions. The so-called terrorists from Sahel did not enter Nigeria with these things. We saw when they came in 2019. Sorry, not 2015. We saw when they came. We all saw it. Tinubu brought them together with Buhari. In fact, APC brought them. We saw it. We know it's an old story. So when they came, they did not come with AK. They did not come with anything. You understand? So now you ask yourself, who are the people that gave them the AK? Who are the people that gave them the armor personnel carrier? Who are the people sponsoring them? They are Nigeria officials. And today, there's another news today that America has now, sanctioned those who are connected to terrorism in Nigeria. America has sanctioned them. It's a breaking news today. So, but I didn't talk about it because all of them, or should I say many of them, are Fulani. You understand? So it has nothing to do with Biafra restoration. It has nothing to, it doesn't even shake the government of the zoo. So there's no need of talking about it, So now, US soldiers coming into the zoo is just for news, just for news. Because it cannot happen. The people that are coming to fight side to side with, which is the zoo army, is the one sponsoring the terrorism, giving them arms. So do you think they will allow the American soldiers to unalive their own, mercenaries? It's not possible now. It's not possible. So they will always give them information when they want to move. It has been happening. It has always been like that. So forget about it. It is just effort in futility. Bear it in mind today. It is effort in futility. Nothing is going to come out of it. So now, before bringing, of course, Sunday Igboho's issue here, because it's very, very important that we drop this very message to Sunday Igboho. But before we get there, let us just read this headline from Sahara Reporters. They say EFCC probes business mogul Atoeze over alleged, of course, land grabbing. Let's read it again. Breaking: EFCC probes business mogul Atoeze over alleged 16 billion naira land grabbing and demolition in Enugu. EFCC probes Atoeze over 16 billion naira land grabbing and demolition in Enugu State. So we are going to wait to. I will follow up this case to see where it's going to land Atoeze. Right? I saw a video. Somebody shared a video. I saw that video today when I was scrolling down the social media, where Atoeze was giving 100 million naira to a priest, to a church priest. I didn't watch the video for so long to see what happened there, something like that. Of course, but that video, I don't think it happened today. I think it has happened already before this very news. So I don't care. But the message I want to send from this news is that, irrespective of our stupidity as a people, our greediness, our envy, our sabotage against each other, irrespective of all the, all our shortcomings, I want everybody to understand that Igbo tribe is an apple of God's eye. Every individual, is good to say it in English, every individual must understand that Igbo tribe is an apple of God's eyes. So listen, and listen very, very attentively. If you think that because we are sabotaging ourselves, therefore you have to come in and destroy us, you will destroy yourself. Because Israel, the same thing Igbo met today, they sabotage themselves. They fought themselves, they sabotaged themselves, they envied against themselves, they greeded against themselves. They did all the things you see us doing today. They did it. But at the end of the day, God gave them that very land he promised them. So you must understand this. It did not start from us. Are you paying attention? But he equally punished those. Listen, and listen very, very attentively. He punished those that allowed themselves to be used. No. White beast just appear, finish them up. Why they were in the wilderness. So these things happen. Those people that allowed themselves to be used to destroy the children of light, they equally received their rewards in 100-folds, and their rewards were miserable. Their rewards were very, very dirty. It's unspeakable. So whether you are an Igbo person or you are an outsider, you must know never to play with Igbo tribe, as a people. Forget our stupidity, leave it for us and our chi. Forget whatever we are doing within ourselves, leave it for us and our chi. Those who do that will receive the reward. And if you come from outside to do the same to us, you will equally receive the reward in 100-folds. And it is not going to end with you alone. It's going to linger. It's going to go down to your history, including your 10th generation. Go and ask. There's this man from Newi. There's this man from Newi that sabotaged Biafra. What's his name? Is it Mojeku or somebody? That Ojukwu gave his father's money, his father's hard-earned money, to go to Paris, France, to purchase weapons during the Biafra war. I think his name is Mojeku. Remind me in the comment section. That man went to France and nationalized in France. He became a French citizen. He never bought the weapon. He never came back to Biafra. Till today, as I'm speaking to you today, his generation, since 1967 to today, not Ifajuna. Somebody say Ifajuna, not Ifajuna. No. Not Ifajuna was a soldier. He served as a Biafran soldier. Ifajuna was a Biafran soldier. Mojeku was a man from Newi, Ojuku's kinsman. Ojukwu trusted him as his own brother. He gave him millions, if not billions, of money to go and purchase weapons in France. That man went to France and nationalized in France because Obulego Bata, he bought land, he bought house, he bought properties. He became a French national, a French national. He never came back to Biafra. He never bought the weapons. Till today, as I'm talking to you, how many years along the line, since 1967 till today, his generation never know peace. They never step their foot in Biafra land again. And there's a video I saw some time ago, sometime in the past, one of his line, I think his daughter was lamenting and crying, lamenting that Igbo people hate them because of his father's sin. You understand? So it happens, it's like that. It's like that. It's not going to end with you. Whatever evil you do against Igbo, whether you are an Igbo person or you are an outsider, it's not going to end with you. It's going to spread to your 10th generation. So you must understand this. Leave us with our stupidity. Leave us with our stupidity. Even those who are causing this harm to our own people will still pay for it. Within us, within Igbo land, they will still pay for it. You must know this. So, Ateze, go and answer your query to your masters. We will be watching from behind. We will be watching from behind and see what is going to be the outcome. Now, we move from here now. We still have one more topic to go. I want to shorten it. I have about 2 topics, but I'm going to make it 1. I don't want to bring Asare Dokubo's matter anymore because even his own people, I saw a video, a young man from Ejo, was lambasting him for what he said about Ndibo. So even his own people are against him. You understand? What happened in Iguacha just the other day has nothing to do with Ndibo. The Fulani went on alive. 3 people, 3 people were on alive by the Fulani. And then there was a protest of Fulani must go from Iguacha. Then Asari Dokubo, because the money he collected from Tinubu, $1 million that he collected from Tinubu to fight Ndibo because of P2B, because of one man that we do not even trust or we don't support. Asari Dokubo want to join the head of Ndibo with other tribes in the north. Something that has nothing to do with Ndibo. Asari Dokubo brought in IPOB, brought in Ndibo to that matter. So he's going to receive his reward. I wanted to, talk about this. I wanted to use this to begin my broadcast today, but I found out that, a lot of people from his own village have already done, justice to that matter. So I don't have to, continue talking about it. So let me go. And again, my time, because I don't want this broadcast to take so much time, I'm going to open line very soon for people to, of course, make comment. I know some of you would like to make comment, especially since I've not been around for a while. So now let us see this. Is going to be my final statement before opening the line. Let us see this. Meanwhile, as we go through this very information, let me share the link. Let me share the link. We are live on only one platform. We need to organize our StreamYard, software, so we can be able to, of course, stream on other platforms like Facebook. We are streaming on just one platform, so I have to, of course, pay for StreamYard and all that in order to get everything ready for me to broadcast on other platforms. So the link is on in the comment section. If you want to make comment, click the link. You can click the link now, because once I'm done with this very topic on your screen, I'm going to shut down the broadcast. But if I have people in the studio who want to make comments, then I will give you the chance to speak to Biafrans and also speak to me. So the link is in the comments. So don't wait until I finish this very topic. Click the link now and join me in the studio. Once I'm done with this topic, then it is your time to talk. So this very statement, this very message is going to Sunday Igboho. I am not here to insult him or to, you know, to talk down on him. No. But I have a message for him. Now, IPOB adopt dialogue with Nigeria government. Sunday Igboho to Nnamdi Kanu. If you went down, if you go down, if you read further, he said so many things, including the let's read. Let's just read it. Let's just read it. Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known or popularly called Igboho, has appealed to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to adopt dialogue with the federal government of the zoo as a means of settling his lingering legal and political battles. In a statement released on Friday and signed by his counsel, Pelumi Olajengbesi, forgive me if I did not pronounce it properly, Olajengbesi, Igboho praised Kanu for his recent action in officially ending the long-standing Monday sit-at-home directive that has disrupted activities in the Southeast for 5 years. Now, let me make it very clear to all and sundry that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not start Monday sit-at-home. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot in any way verbally end sit-at-home. Let me make it clear today. I want to repeat. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not begin Monday sit-at-home. And therefore, he cannot verbally listen and listen very, very attentively, because I have the other way. I have the other side to say. He cannot verbally end Monday sit-at-home. He cannot end it. He may wish to end it. He may make a statement to end it. But that his statement will just be like when you take a cup of water into the ocean and you are pouring that water into the ocean, what do you expect? Nothing will happen. Let me make it very, very clear. What started sit-at-home was the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it is only the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will end sit-at-home. This is a statement to our people. Let me repeat it. It is the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that began sit-at-home. It is also the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will end it. Only the situation can end it, not a mere spoken words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Sokoto prison. What is the situation that started sit-at-home? The situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that began sit-at-home was his kidnap and rendition to the zoo that began the phenomenon that we have today as sit-at-home. As I'm talking to you, people, the entire Anambra State shut down today after the statement they told us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. Yet, people sat at home. So, the situation that began the sit-at-home was the kidnap and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and put him in DSS custody. So, the only thing that can end it is another situation whereby Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free like a bird. That is another situation that can end sit-at-home, not a mere. Even if Mazi Simon and Joko comes out today and say no more sit-at, people will still sit at home. I'm telling you, my people, just Listen and listen very, very attentively. This is a common mathematics. Mazi Simon and Joko that we all respect, the whole Biafrans respect him. Pay very, very close attention to him. Whatever he says, we do. Because we believe in him. But I'm assuring you today that if Mazi Simon and Joko comes out today and say no more sit at home, people will still sit at home. Because of what? The situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that caused the sit at home remains the same. It has not changed. Are you paying attention? It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. It's not about people championing it. It's not even we have championed it when we championed it in 2021, and we are not even taking credit for it. Me personally, I'm not taking credit for it. I am not. Of course, it's one of my legacies, but I'm not taking credit for it because it is people that have decided what they want to do because of the love they have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the belief they have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh yes, that is the pure. That is the, if truth it goes beyond this, Akugo and Mary. Iman Akugo and Mary. It's not about whoever. It's about the situation. And to make it worse, the people understand the reason why they are sitting at home. The people understand the reason why they are sitting at home. They don't need lecturer to lecture them. They know why they are sitting at home. They know the sacrifice they are paying. So a mere word from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot stop it. This is something that we should all understand. Now, let's read. They said, he described the suspension of the weekly lockdown as an important step toward restoring peace and normalcy in the region. The statement read, Chief Sunday Ademo wishes to commend the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on his recent cancellation of the Monday sit at home across the southeast zone of Nigeria. Iboho is one talking. Chief Iboho believes that the move by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to end the 5-year Monday economic siege on the southeast zone is thoughtful. Beyond welcoming the cancellation of the protest order, Iboho called for a shift in approach, encouraging Kanu to engage in meaningful dialogue and formal negotiations with the current government. Now, Sunday Iboho must understand that it is not within Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's office to initiate dialogue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have the capability to initiate dialogue. I am talking to Sunday Iboho. I am very, very sure that 1 or 2 Yoruba people are listening to me, especially Koiki Media. So, and for that reason, I'm not going to insult him. I'm not going to tell him any bad word, but I'm going to advise him. So, now, it is not within the office of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to initiate dialogue with the government of the zoo. Nigeria government is a government of a sovereign country. We all know this. We don't have to hide it because we are fighting for Biafra. No, the truth remains that Nigeria, in the eyes of the world, is a sovereign country that has a permanent seat in the United Nations. And it has a government led by Ahmed Tinubu. So it is not within Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's power to initiate a dialogue. If there are 2 different types of dialogues, the one that Sunday Iboho is talking about here is the dialogue to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and drop Biafra agitation. just the same way he has done, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to accept the end of Biafra agitation or Biafra liberation movement in order for him to be released. You understand? So that is what Sunday Igboho is talking about. That is one type of dialogue. And then the other type of dialogue that we are willing to engage, all of us, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, is the dialogue that will give birth to Biafra. This dialogue will include our borders with the zoo. This dialogue will include the release of all the prisoners of conscience. This dialogue will include, our bilateral relationship with the zoo. This dialogue will include if there's anything they can compensate us with, or if there's anything we can help them with. This dialogue will include the territorial adjustment. This is the dialogue that we are all waiting to engage with Nigeria government. We all want to sit on a round table to engage in this dialogue, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. We are waiting for it, and it will come. But remember, this type of dialogue does not come easily. That's why you have to fight. That's why you have to fight. If you don't fight, you can never get this type of call for dialogue. And this dialogue, this call for dialogue does not come from us, because we are not in the position to call for this dialogue. It is only the zoo government has the capacity to call for this dialogue. Only them. United Nations can initiate it. But the question is, are they willing to initiate it? Because of what they are getting from the zoo, including America and Britain. Are they really willing to initiate it? You and I know what is the answer. So it is only when you fight for this dialogue you get it. So the other dialogue that Igboho is talking about is not the dialogue that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is interested in. It's not the dialogue that any of us is interested in. Tinubu would want dialogue. Tinubu would want that dialogue now. Tinubu would want it. Everybody would want it. All the politicians would want it, provided that Biafra will end completely and there will no longer be anything called Biafra soldiers. You can rant on social media as much as you can. It does not change anything. The zoo government does not care about your ranting. Their headache is the Biafran army. Yes, that is their headache. So, Mr. Sunday Igboho, with all due respect, that dialogue you are talking about is not what the dialogue that we are looking for. We have died enough, we have suffered enough since 1967. Including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has lost his two parents because of this matter. So the dialogue you are talking about is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not really need money. He doesn't need money from the zoo government. He doesn't need a state. He doesn't need vice president. He's been promised all these things in the past. Now let us read. Chief Igboho urged the IPOB leader to vigorously explore dialogue and mediation with the federal government to break the deadlock in his ordeal. The statement read. The Yoruba activists also voiced optimism that the government of President Bola Tinubu, his brother, would respond positively to such overtures, stressing that a peaceful resolution is achievable if both sides negotiate in good faith. I will show you the reason why I am 100% sure the dialogue that Sunday Igboho is talking about is not the dialogue that we all want. I will show you the reason, and it's here, right here, as we are reading now. Pay attention. 1 minute. I hope my voice is coming out clear. Please let me know in the comment section if my voice is coming out clear. Let me know before we proceed, please. Let me know before we proceed, please. I'm waiting to see your comments. Now, while it is the fundamental right of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to pursue self-determination, listen, Agwagongi before. Anybody who be at Wegafa, I'm telling you, especially on your bro, somebody again, Anna, Ona Helik, Ona Anguko, on your bido 2 Wegafa overnight. Mabonya was say, oh, no, on ya, no one, always boom, Madonna, if I dota, but once you hear but, the moment you hear but, o say to go kwa o say to go malo na finish gogi. Just know that you are done and dusted. Okay. Thank you. I can see your comments. My voice is loud and clear. Thank you. Now, he continued, why it is the fundamental right of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he acknowledged, Igboho acknowledged, that it is the fundamental right, inalienable right of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to pursue self-determination. He said, Chief Igboho believes that the current administration of Bola Tinubu is predisposed to negotiation and mutual understanding for the peace, shared prosperity, security, and the deserved respect that the Southeast commands, the statement added. Pay attention. He continued and said, the statement further condemned individuals. Listen, listen, very, very attentively, my people. The statement further condemned individuals or groups accused of taking advantage of unrest in the Southeast for selfish interest. And who are these people? On the normal sense, the people that are doing this, the people who are doing this are the politicians, right? The likes of Hope Uzodimma, the likes of Soludo, the likes of senators, the likes of governors. They are the ones, the likes of Peter Mba, the likes of Devil Omahi, the likes of Okezi Bazu, the likes of the one that they rumored before that he was dead, Ikwikwi Obiano. These are the people who are taking advantage of the situation. They are taking advantage of the situation because they are serving the interest of the Fulani and for their own personal pockets. Now listen, he said, Igboho warned that the desecration of the region must come to an end to pave the way for economic recovery and development. When did we, the Igbo people, begin to issue statements of what should come to an end in Yoruba land? I don't understand it. But like as I said, I'm not going to, talk down on Igboho or insult him. He has always been a good guy. You understand? He has always been a good guy. So I'm not going to do otherwise. But there are some statements here which are not even supposed to be made in the first place. He said, let me take this again because I found it very, very appalling. He said, Igboho warned that the desecration of the region must come to an end to pave the way for economic recovery and development. And he went on to say, Chief Igboho also urges all those who make profit from the desecration and despoliation of the Southeast through violence to desist from such acts in the interest of peace and economic prosperity of the region and the nation. Are you paying attention? And the nation. That is my problem. Odoluganya now. I don't know if you get it right. Let me single this place out and highlight it. Look at it here. They say, Igboho, Chief Igboho also urges all those who make profit from the desecration and despoliation of the Southeast through violence to desist from such acts in the interest of peace and economic prosperity of the region and the nation. The statement added, and the nation. This is my problem. So which of the nation are we talking about? Odogoganya now, the dialogue that Igboho is talking about. Is it clear to you? The dialogue he's talking about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not need money. And he cannot dialogue to be released after spending how many years? Almost 10 years now, including the 2 years he spent between 2015 and 2017. Are you paying attention? Close to 10 years in jail. Lost his father, lost his mother, lost his freedom, lost his own people and his followers. His house invaded, his country home, only for him to sit down and dialogue how he will be released and pay compensation with Tinubu. So, which nation is Mr. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho is talking about? Nation of Nigeria? Because I'm sure he's not talking about nation of Biafra. I'm 100% sure about that. So this is not criticism for him. This is not an insult to him. But please, with all due respect, Sunday Igboho, even though you are not watching this, but I know that one of your persons are watching. Please, 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 Mr. Igboho, please, 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 please. I know you don't have any bad intention, but to us, when you talk like this, telling us about nation, peaceful nation or whatever, and you're talking about the zoo, to us, it is no longer funny. It is no longer funny. The Yoruba people have never lost what the Igbo people have lost in the fight for freedom. You haven't lost anything. Never lost anything. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing at all at all. You have never lost anything. The only thing you have lost is the invasion of your house. Only that. We have lost millions of souls. If you date back from 1967 till now, we have lost millions of souls, including the starvation of our children, the raising down of communities, illegal abductions, unaliving of innocent souls, bombardment of our land and our market places. Please, don't come to us to tell us anything about nation building. Do not come to us to tell us about nation building. It may not be funny next time. It may not be funny next time. Please, this message should be conveyed to Mr. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. Don't come to us next time to tell us about nation building. We don't want to hear it. We, the Biafran people, do not want to hear it at all, at all. It pisses me off. It makes me angry. If not the respect I have for you, I'll be over the moon now. So please let this be the end, the last time such a thing will happen. You are free to say whatever you want to say. Freedom of speech is allowed, but please do not advise us, the Biafran people, about nation building. Please, if you want your respect within the Igbo nation to remain intact, don't tell us anything about nation building. I know your brother is in power. Tinubu is in power right now. Anything about Yoruba nation is completely on the floor. We know it. We understand it. But please, we are not insulting you because of Yoruba nation being in the floor, or maybe because you are no longer agitating or whatever. We're not talking about it. We don't care whether you continue to agitate or not. But don't come to us to preach about nation building within Nigeria. We cannot take that. It will make us remember the old wounds. The old wounds of 1967. Please don't do that again. Mboma, grab the microphone and speak to us.
Hello?
You're welcome. Go ahead, Mboma. Though anybody that has question, you are free to ask questions. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, you're highly welcome back. It just happened that I just scrolling, say, let me check Biafra Unite this evening. Happened that I saw your notification just last. So where have you been for this while? Because there are many Biafra Igbo Unite stuff inside there, but I said this is not those one I saw. It's not yours. Where have you been? I hope everything is all right with you.
Everything is okay with me, my brother, at the moment. For now, I wouldn't be going back to. I've already addressed this already. I've already addressed it from the beginning of this broadcast. So if you did not meet
I
the
didn't
broadcast,
sleep early.
yeah, if you didn't meet the broadcast from the beginning, then after, because I'll be shutting down very soon. After then, you can listen from beginning, so you will understand my narration. I've already addressed that from beginning, so I wouldn't be going back to it. But I appreciate you, my brother.
Enweghị m chọrọ ezi ndị otu gentle na that Messiah ha na-abịa. How did you see it?
It's again
Gentle na Messiah. No, he's messianing, mistalking. How did you see it? He's becoming unreliable.
Right now, I just came back to the media, and since all this while, for the past how many months now, I haven't been following up what is going on. At some point I was posting some generated videos which I was delivering. I was using to deliver news and information, and unfortunately I read some comment. I'm not this person that is moved by people's comments, but sometimes I go on comment section to just read. I read one comment. Some people made some very, very unbelievable comments during those days. Why I was doing that is to keep my people updated, because I wasn't in the position to broadcast. Ndị Igbo si ebugharị oche, ebugharị ọnọdụ. So
Yes.
something like that. So but having said that, I haven't been steady on
Following up.
yeah, to follow up what is going on. So the question you asked me, I cannot give you any reliable answer right now because I haven't been able to, know what is going on the social media. But if I reach, if I'm going to reach out I'm going to reach out to some individuals, to have one-on-one talks and I cannot make my judgment with what is going on social media because I know social media is
It's full of
sometimes,
fake.
yeah, sometimes not reliable, so but I thank God I'm in a position to where I can reach out to some individuals in the struggle to know what is going on really, even though I have not been updated online for a while now. You understand? So that is what I can say to your question. You have any other
Yeah, but
thing to ask?
one thing I want to put before I go drop my mic is like any freedom fighter who want to be a really freedom fighter shouldn't expose his face. Anybody who expose his face, it's like he's trying to throw in the white towel inside the ring because you don't need to expose your face. Exposing your face is the most weakest angle, the weakest
Yeah,
angle at
yes, you
all.
are
You don't
right.
need to.
You are
You
right.
don't need
You are
to
right.
expose your face.
You are
Anybody
right.
who is trying to expose his face, it's no more. It's like he don't want to openly accept that I don't want to do this thing again. Anybody that is opening his face is not. He's not a freedom fighter anymore. He want to compromise.
Yeah, you are right, but it depends on where that person is. You
No
understand?
matter
Like
what, no matter what, your identity is supposed to be unknown. Two four
if you
seven.
are
It can be
if you
known
are
when we
if you
have
are
gotten what we are looking for.
if you are in Europe, if you are in Europe, if you are in Europe or America, you can open your camera as much as you like,
No,
as
I'm
long as
not talking about people in a foreign land. I'm talking about those people inside our men on the ground, exposing their faces. It's unwelcoming. It's unthinkable, and it's very fatal decision. It can how Nigeria can pay anybody, but once you keep on, when you remain unknown and animals, it will be hard for them to trace you. But Nigeria can pay devil to, you can pay even anybody payable. Because money talks. Money can buy conscience. So anybody that is entering this in, zero tolerance and exposing your face. Because once you expose your face, you are no more a freedom fighter in the jungle. Because you can smile with them and go back and turn to be there by them. So that's how it works. But exposing your face makes you want to be Lord. We are not running a kind of courtesan. Exposing your face is not thinkable. It's a bad idea. And those people who has exposed their faces, they are no more the kind of golden fish. They are now a golden fish. They don't have place to hide. Like I recommend Rose, Commander Rose. He said, whether you give me $10 million, you can never see my face. And that is the most that's powerful statement. And that's why he's still, because you don't know him. Knowing him, knowing somebody, meaning that his defense is there is already crack on his defense. But whereby you don't put up your face, nobody knows you. Let them be on gazing. So I dropped my
Daluri,
mind.
Dalu Mazi, there are some statements I cannot jump into at the moment based on my own position and where I'm coming from currently. So, like as I said before, I'm going to make inquiries. I'm going to make some calls and speak to some people in order to get first class information of some of the things that are being said on the social media. And on that note, we'll be ending this very broadcast. Sorry, those who are in the studio, I'm going to give one more person opportunity. I was targeting 1 hour 30 minutes. So I think I will just allow only one more person to speak, and then we'll call it a day. You know. Lydia, please go ahead, because you've been here since, and you've been, of course, sending me private chat. So I will give you the microphone to speak. Lydia, go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Make it brief.
Okay, good evening. Welcome once again. And my little question is, or rather, should I say, before I ask my question, I would want to say, looking at what is going on now in the Biafran struggle currently.
Can you be a little bit audible, please?
Okay. I said, before I ask my question, I would want to just make a little comment and then go straight to my question. Now, considering the helter-skelter situation in the Biafran struggle, ka m sụọ ya n'Igbo, anyị na-agazi ka anyị na-akpagharịzi ka atụrụ na-enweghị onye nche kịta na Biafran struggle a. And iwatch ihe na-eme, it looks as if na ndị mount currently at the helm of the so-called Biafra current struggle, ọ dị ka ha ma ihe ha na-eme, they are just now, just nọ na-eme ka ọ dị ka gasị na na-eme. So now, but my question is this to you, please. I don't know how to put it so that you would not misunderstand me. My question to you is this. Biko nwanne m nwoke, o nwere ihe ị ga-emenwu to organize this struggle back? Anyị na-agasazi agasa. Onwe ihe ị ga-emenwu. Me, I don't want you to know me, but I will do, if you mount this throne, I will make sure I propel you. Biko anyị na-agasazi, ụmụ Igbo na-agasazi agasa. Onwere ihe ị ga-emenwu ịchịkọta anya ọnụ ka dị struggle nwee weti enwezi ha na-eme kịta, enwerozi ha na-eme.
First of all, thank you for coming. Thank you for your comment, Mazi. First of all, I want to ask you, what you see happening right now, first of all, are you surprised?
I am not surprised. I'm not.
Okay. Let's bring it to biblical, phrase. When Moses went to collect 10 commandments in the mountain, do you know what happened to Israelites?
Yes. They turned immediately and carved their own golden image or something of that nature with Aaron or somebody like that, and then they started worshiping.
And do you know what happened to them afterwards?
After Moses came back and broke the first and broke the tablet, or after he brought the second 10 commandments, or what?
Yes, when Moses came back and that thing happened. When Moses came back with the 10 commandments, do you know what happened?
No.
Okay. Do you know the reason why Jesus Christ came?
So they say.
When they usually say Jesus did not come for to break the Moses law, but he came to amend it. Do you know what was happening with the law of Moses, the 10 Commandments?
No. Let me not. Yeah, I don't know. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
What happened is this. Thank God you said when Moses went to the mountain to collect the 10 Commandments, the people deviated. They started carving graven images and started worshiping them, started doing all sorts of things. All those things came with consequences. But did it stop Moses from coming and establishing 10 Commandments? The answer is no. It did not stop Moses from establishing the 10 Commandments. They received whatever they deserved. You understand? That 10 Commandments, there was no Jesus mercy, whereby you do something today, you kneel down and say, God, forgive me. God will forgive you. There's no Jesus mercy then. It is go, pay as you go, pay as you use. You commit something that goes against the 10 Commandments, you receive the punishment at a go immediately. You understand? So that is how it is. Ọ na-abụ ndị Igbo tiri inu sị na ọ na-abụ osisi ọjị daa ụmụnnu na-eme gịnị? Ụmụnnu na-efe n'aga, ụmụnnu na-efefue. Ịghọtago? So mana thank God in our own case, osisi ọjị aka adarọ na ọ bụ a proverb. It's just an illustration. Ịghọtago? So if I know there, let me make it very simple based on your question. When oge Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere nsogbu, he was in communication with some people. At least his lawyers. And his lawyers, initially, at the initial stage, were relaying messages to the appropriate quarters. There's a time we were receiving messages from Kedafaya, Caro White, Ejiofor. We were receiving direct message from him. Then Caro White betrayed. He did not betray that time. He had already betrayed even when we were not aware. Ejiofor betrayed from beginning while we were not aware. He even said it that he was having high-profile meetings with governors. He said it on an interview with that man called there's this guy that usually wear chieftaincy attire that does program on YouTube. He normally wears chieftaincy attire. I don't know. Somebody can remind me his name in the comment section.
I don't know him.
Yeah?
I don't know him.
No, you know him.
Maybe
if I mention his
forgotten.
name, yeah, if I mention his name, you will know him. There's this guy that normally Njenje, thank you, precious.
Okay.
Njenje Media. So he did an interview with that guy. He confessed unknowingly. He unknowingly confessed that he has been having high-profile meeting with governors and senators and clergymen concerning the situation of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and what is happening in the Southeast. That time, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was still in Kenya. It did not reach up to 4 months after that interview. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He said he has been having meetings after meetings with the senators, the governors, the clergymen, and the critical stakeholders in Ali Igbo concerning the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what is happening in Southeast. That time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was very, very free man in Kenya. And we did not understand that. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself watched that very interview, yet he did not know what this man is cooking. So the sabotage started from very, very early, but we did not know. So, but that time we were not aware yet. He used to relay messages. And when he fell by the wayside, Barrister Loy was relaying messages to the appropriate channels or quarters. So now, in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko, Mazi Simon Ekpa is also relaying messages to the right people. To the what? Right people.
Mana ndị mekanik ekwerozi anyị ma ndị bụ ndị ara na ndị
mekanik ekwerozi anyị malụ ndị bụ ndị ala bụzi anyị nwa n'onwe anyị ka ọ dịziri ịmazi nke bụ eziokwu na nke bụ okwu asị. Like there's a time information used to come from all angles here and there. Na onye nke akọrọla na onye nke akọrọla na ọkwa mụnwa pụtalụ na-agwa unu the date and time Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku ya enwe court case. All those people who were giving you information of this and that. Oh, no court today. Oh, we go big in the court. Oh, finish court. Oh, they were hailing Simon Ekpa. Oh, this and that. Did they give any evidence or evidence to back up their claims? The answer is no. But the moment Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku went to court, it was live on this very platform. So it is left for those who want to believe in the truth to believe in the truth, and those who want to believe in lies to believe in lies, because lies and truth are like day and night. If you see a lie, if you hear a lie, you must know, unless you don't have conscience. So my brother, you telling me to if I can pick up the mantle or something like that, I am not doing something based on what people tell me to do. I'm doing something based on what is on ground, based on what my spirit leads me to do, and based on what is on ground. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku is still the prime minister of this very struggle. You understand? Until, listen again, what is happening in Finland? Finland is a democratic and a civilized country that respects the rule of law. There are some information that I have concerning what happened during the judgment of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku between the judges and the Nigerian government. But that one cannot be in the public at the moment till further notice. So, meaning that if things go the right way, Mazi Simon Ekpa will be released. If things go the right way. Because things went the wrong way in the first instance. That led to that very judgment that convicted him. Because since the inception of democracy in Europe, I have not seen where a freedom fighter is jailed. A freedom fighter is not a terrorist. He cannot be jailed. That is the reason why Dr. Cho Ayaba is still behind bars today in Norway without jail sentence or jail term. Because they cannot jail him. And he's now almost 2 years and
don't you think that is also
hold
a
on?
delay? Okay.
No, hold on. Let me finish. It's not a delay tag. The reason why they haven't jailed Dr. Cho Ayaba is because there is no law to jail him. I want you to understand it. There is no law to jail him. You like what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is illegal. There was no law. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling what's the name of Motosho, to show him the law that you are standing, you are basing your judgment. He couldn't. Mazi Simon Ekpa was illegally jailed. There was no law in Europe to jail a freedom fighter. No law. There is no any law at all whatsoever. In fact, the law acknowledge freedom fighting, that it is your freedom, it is your inalienable right to decide where you want to belong. And it is your inalienable right to defend yourself. When you carry microphone and say, I want to be free, and the oppressor say, I will kill you, you defend yourself. It is law. So anybody jailing you for doing what the law says, it is illegal. That's why Dr. Chayaba has been there for 2 years and now, and cannot be jailed. Rather, Cameroon is calling for negotiation. You understand? So what happened in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Njoku is completely illegal, 100%. You understand me? So that's why we are highly optimistic that he will be released. And there are a lot of things that people do not know, especially in the Honorofura and also Batachana struggle. When I made a comment that we are now in autopilot, I have a reason for that. Oburun are these people who are claiming to be this and that, have interests of this struggle, they would have understood what that autopilot meant and what it would have done to this very struggle. Because ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si agba atọ n'ogwe, agba atọ n'ogwe, ọ bụ ogwe ka apụtara ka apịrị akụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụtara as our leader, ejide ya tụọ ya nga. Maazị Simon Ekpa pụta as our prime minister, ejide ya tụọ ya nga. Do you think that any other person did genuine at the struggle, na-pull strings, amanjidekwe ya, no matter where that person is? Even though na atọrọ ya nga because of democracy. The other thing na manjidekwa onye anwa tinye n'ime, even though they pronounce Hongaya. But do you think no any other person potalo ne pull the strings, genuinely fighting for the struggle the same way Mazi Simon Ekpa was fighting? The other thing na manjidekwa onye anwa tinye n'ime, even though they pronounce Honga for that person. You understand now? So
yeah.
That's why I have I've been somebody on time before things happen. That's why I reason those things. I say, okay, let us go as autopilot. I jidezie the zoo. I was in the zoo. Careful about fega. Tuzie fega because farmers on jido. Because in that ejido ndị leaders ndị na-edu anyị now anyị na autopilot onwezi onye ama anyị ejide mana ife ya na-eme ụmụ Igbo Biafrans na-atụ ego na contribute for the struggle anụ ya bụ ọgụ na-anụsi ike otu esi anụ biye before mana onwezi onye ịma na-ihe ejide onwezi onye ma na-elidizi. But our soldiers na anu ogu na anu so ike steady 247 na afa ya n'anya because ndị ba ya na-abịa na-akwado the struggle financially. Ife ni na-abịa ife calculate siri wekwe kama ya ndị si ya na anu ogu nwere kama ya afu the reason for because I explained everything like this from the starting. Instead of them to see it a fight, yeah, they fight it because they know what they are looking for. You understand? So, my brother, cool down. I know everything that is going on, but it's not going to be permanent. It's not going to be permanent. We still have hope, and our hope is very, very strong. Very, very soon, we are going to rejoice. And the struggle, and once the struggle goes back to the normal routine, that will be the end of the subjugation of Ndi Igbo within Nigeria.
I pray.
On that note, we are going to end. Bro, I'm sorry. I know I'm going to offend some people in the backstage, but because of my time, I've gone 1 hour above what I stipulated. This is already 2:30. I am very, very sorry. I'm not going to accept any further person. Tomorrow we are going to reconvene. Then I will give everyone opportunity to speak. Today is our first day of coming. I plan to stay entirely 1 hour 30 minutes, but now we are 2 hours 30 minutes. So please bear with me. We are going to reconvene tomorrow to continue. Thank you all, Biafrans, for listening. May God bless you all. I appreciate you for coming. And of course, from me from here, it is good evening. See you tomorrow.